If you get hair removal done, whether it's waxing, electrolysis, laser hair removal, anything like that, if you are a beauty therapy student, then this video is going to be useful for you. I'm going to tell you about the hair growth cycle, and I learnt this on my level 2 beauty therapy course. I made some notes from my level 2 textbook because there were a few facts that I completely forgot about. There are 3 stages of hair growth: anagen, catagen and telogen. Anagen is the first stage of hair growth, and what happens in this stage is the hair is actively growing, and the way we were taught to remember what this stage does is because anagen begins with the letter A, active begins with the letter A. This is how we were taught what that stage does. As the hair is actively growing, it's growing deeper into the dermis and it's full of, keratin. It's injected with keratin, and apparently 80 to 90% of the hair on our head is in the anagen stage. The second stage is catagen. What happens in this stage is the hair starts to change. Catagen begins with the letter C, change begins with the letter C. This is how we were taught to remember it. So in this stage, the growing activity really slows down, and then the hair growth is complete. This lasts around 2 weeks. The hair begins to die, it detaches from the dermal papilla, which is where it was getting its blood supply, and 1% of the hair on our head is in the catagen stage. The last stage is the telogen stage, and I don't even remember what word we were taught to remember what this stage does. I think it was like totally dead or totally, I don't even know, but I would advise that you use the words the end, because it's the last stage of hair growth and it's the end of the hair's life. It's dead. So the hair is dead. The follicle, it sheds from the hair follicle. Sometimes a new hair grows and pushes the old hair out. The follicle rests until it is stimulated again. This can go on for 3 to 4 months. And 13% of the hair on our head is in the telogen stage. Those are the 3 stages of hair growth. This just keeps repeating, and that is the hair growth cycle. And the reason it's so important to know this when you're doing treatments, especially hair removal treatments, is because when you're doing like a full leg wax, for example, and you see that there are still hairs lying underneath the skin, it's important to explain to your customer, if you are a beauty therapist, that in a few days' time, if they do see hair growing, it's not the hairs that you've waxed out. You don't want to get some complaints saying, oh, I just had a wax a few days ago and it's already grown back. It's not the same hair. It's also useful when it comes to treatments like laser hair removal and electrolysis. I find that the best time to get electrolysis done in particular is when the hair is in the anagen stage, because the whole point of electrolysis is that it's burning the root of the hair and stopping it from getting blood supply. And when it's getting blood supply in the anagen stage and you do electrolysis, that's when you get the best results. Whereas if you're doing it when the hair is in the catagen or the telogen stage, the hair is already sort of dying, I guess. That's what we were taught anyway. Apart from hair removal treatments, this is also useful to know for a treatment such as eyelash extensions. If you find that a customer has come back and they've said, oh, my eyelash extensions didn't last as long as last time, I've had a lot fall out, it could be because a lot of their eyelashes were in the telogen stage. Another fact that I wrote down here is this cycle, first of all, it varies from person to person. It varies on the area of the body. So the hair on our head, this cycle can go from 2 to 8 years, whereas on the eyelashes, it's around 4 months. It's helpful to have maybe a poster on the wall to explain the hair growth cycle and explain it to your clients so they have a clear understanding of why they're experiencing what they've experienced. If you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up so that I know, comment down below, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.